Okay. Hello. Back in it. Um. Get this Trials 101 group going.
Yellow.
Yo, how's it going?
Hello.
There you go.
What's up?
Okay.
Amazing. Threaten bringing a DPS, and all of a sudden everybody starts popping on.
I'm sure that's just coincidence.
I was gonna threaten to heal with my DK who has Ardent Flame, Dark Magic, and whatever the healing line is from Necro. That's it.
Oh, that reminds me. Who was the other healer?
Me.
I mean, which were you set up on SPC and Symphony of Blades, or were you set up with Ozazen Head?
He has me as Symphony. Do you need me to be on Ozy?
No, I can be on Ozen. I wanted to make sure which ones you were on because I needed to rotate off what I was on for Kieran's fun runs.
Okay. Yeah, I can do either one. I think he has me on Symphony, so. It's me.
Okay.
I wish Zos would put the banker back on sale.
All right. I think I've got my ducks in a row here.
Black. I didn't know Ducky was here.
That's funny. You laugh so hard at your own joke. That is hilarious.
I mean, what can I say?
It's funny. I like it. You may not think it's funny, but bitch, I think my jokes are funny.
Exactly.
What are you, error? What are you an app. How about ESO logs? Oh no, what have you done? Oh, that kind of app. Okay. I'm the dumb one.
Hey, Darkfire, what are your subclasses?
Oh my word, you're so loud. I need to turn you down for a second. Hold on. And then I will let you know. For some reason, my headset reset everybody's volume to 200%.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and so
migraine
you,
level.
Like, yeah, seriously. Currently, Halar, Earth and Heart, Winter's Embrace, and Soldier of Apocrypha.
Okay. I was just wondering. I'm on siphoning, Winter's Embrace, and Colo.
Well, if you want me to take off Frostcloak since we're running it, I'm still keeping Polar Wind. So if you want to run Are you running Frostcloak?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, I'll take it off. That'll be a nice place to put my purge.
Be right
What
back.
am I gonna put there for?
Oh, I didn't know this gave everyone else major resolve too. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's I don't want to stagger. We don't. Not a good enough tank to know what to do in this situation. Oh, I guess I could put.
Yeah, I'm a brand new tank, so I have quite literally no idea what I'm doing.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm main.
Yeah, that's why I'm here
I'm
too.
main heals, and then I try to DPS. But yeah.
So generally speaking, since we're in Trials 101, we could talk about this a bit before we start because we're waiting on 2 people anyway. Generally speaking, you'll want to cover at least half of the following things, either yourself or throughout the group. Major cowardice, minor cowardice, major resolve, minor resolve, major protection, minor protection. Any combination of like
Reach.
3 of those. Well, I'm just talking about for like self buffing.
Okay.
This is in the interest of like mitigating damage that's coming to you. You yourself will want to cover at least 3 to 4 of those.
I got a question. What the hell is major and minor coward? Where would I?
Cowardice?
Yes.
I know minor comes from Agony Totem from the Necromancer's
I'll post my leashing soul
Bone
in
Tyrant
Trials
skill.
101 because that gives major cowardice.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a scribe skill. I'll post it in a second. Give me 1 second. Desktop.
Okay. Yeah, I know. What is that? Is that just like decreased AoE damage? I'm assuming.
Hang on. I think it's overall damage.
I'm on Gravelord because of the Colo.
Okay, yeah, you're not going to be able to get anything from Gravelord for it.
I mean, I could swap siphoning for Bone Tyrant if you need that.
I would say actually you can come off of Gravelord because I'm already running it on DPS.
Okay.
So you could come off of Gravelord and go to Bone Tyrant instead.
Okay.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Do you need me to run banner?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. This is Airy.
Harry. You are filling for J. Yes, if you can.
I just realized I don't have Bone Totem like leveled. Does that really matter?
It would be better to have it leveled, but even if you just have the base skill, that's fine. I would start using it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, because I just been running Bone or Gravelord. I mean, so that's why I have everything right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll want to level this. Bone Totem is great. Scythe is great for tanking.
Yeah. Bone armor too.
Yep. Yep, the armor's
Oh,
great.
there's my major mandate. Igneous shield. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Okay. Anybody who's not X'd up to me, you can go ahead and do that. And we're actually going to port into Halls of Fabrication.
Major and minor resolve. Awesome. Minor protection to you. Your allies. Reduce damage
And
it
then-
takes. Healing received. Yep.
Healers, while we're looking at stuff, I need you to look in. Probably should have told you this last week, but I didn't think of it until just now. Is it support? Yes, in the support Alliance War support skill line. The second skill is called Purge.
Mine is not leveled though. It's Purge 1.
That is okay.
Oh, that's expensive.
If you're able to at least get it, you'll want it for our first boss fight.
Maybe put that on as well as tank.
Ideally, no. Let's have it on the healers, and I know Darkfire is going to use it anyway, but ideally it's only on the healers. So let's at least start to look that direction.
I will trust test today. How's that?
I would still slot it at Darkfire, because if Tess doesn't have it leveled, that means she's not going to be able to use it as frequently as we'd like.
Okay, mine is leveled. Yeah.
So we'll have
It's on at level 1 right now.
we'll have you and
This-
Tess
this-
together with Muckluck on the other.
The,
Okay,
the,
what,
the Synergy off extended ritual is only one other person can activate that, right?
That one is
For
3.
cleanse?
3.
Okay.
Let me double check,
So
but I believe
I'm-
it's 3.
I don't know.
Well,
It
no,
doesn't
you're
say.
talking about purge. I'm talking about cleansing ritual. I'm asking the question because I'm swapping purge in for cleansing ritual in my bar.
Cleansing ritual. Too many ritual skill names.
What's that?
Extended ritual. It's
Extended ritual.
it's the morph of cleansing ritual in the Templar line.
I can use
Because you said restoring light.
major breach. I mean, I could bring caltrops.
Yeah, extended ritual's fine. You're just going to have to, when I call for purging, you're going to have to kind of spam it. Okay.
Well, can I swap out extended ritual for purge?
I would just keep
You're
extended
asking for it,
ritual.
I'm not going to be able to swap it on the fly.
No, I would just keep extended ritual instead.
Okay.
Okay. Pulsar gives minor protection, so let's see what that looks like.
All right, Brian, what was your other question?
What the fuck was I about to ask? I forget what I was. Oh, what ultimates? I have Warhorn and Barrier right now.
On a tank, I'd rather have you on Warhorn.
Okay. And what would my back bar be?
So put barrier on your front bar, because if you read its passive, it will boost your magicka generation by just being there. And put Warhorn on your back bar, and that's the only one we're gonna actually use.
Okay, just have Barrier as just okay.
Yes.
Could be good.
Just keep that. Okay. All right, guys. I picked this as our second trial for this group because there are a couple of fights where it requires a bit more active coordination, even than Sunspire does. Sunspire is a little bit stand and parse, and then switch to add control, and then stand and parse, and switch to add control on a couple fights. This one is going to be a lot more, especially tank and heal coordination, and all 12 people kind of moving in sync with each other in different ways for a couple of these fights. Okay, so this is where we start to get into really teaching everyone. Tanks with your rotation of taunting, buffing, debuffing, staying alive. Healers with heal rotation and DPS with DPS rotation. We're getting away from stand in one spot and hold the thing there until it's dead. We're doing a lot more moving around, executing on mechanics. Okay? So, I mentioned earlier or a few days ago in our chat to see if anybody's been working on anything that we've been talking about for Trials 101, like leveling skill lines, getting new food, etc. It sounds like everybody's been doing some really good stuff. So it also sounds like along those lines, we have a lot of people getting more set up with their trash versus boss setups. And this trial, we're going to kind of blur the lines between the two, and you'll see why. With at least the first boss fight and then the third one when we get there. So, trash setups now as you have them, and then stack on door.
And Inner Rage is a hard taunt, right?
Mhm.
Just wanted to
Yes.
clarify that. Okay.
Anything that chains is a soft taunt.
Okay.
Oh, whoever went in, don't do that, please. You go in when I say so.
Okay.
Well,
I
we're
would go in.
we're going in now.
but
Go in, but don't go past me.
When you said stack on door, I heard him go in.
Oh.
Sorry.
All good. All good. All right, here we go. We're going to run past everything right now. Tanks just basically taunt some of the things. You don't have to taunt every single thing because they will chase us. We're running all the way to the top of a hill here. Don't even bother attacking anything on the way. I'll go left. Half the group split right.
I'm right.
Meet in the middle. Going all the way to some mushrooms at the end of the hill here. And what we're going to do here is called line of sighting. We're making everything angry at us, but then we're going to hide in a spot that makes them not able to see us. So hide on me. Don't peek to the sides at all. Be on me. Be one character. And you'll see everything tunnel up into one specific spot. And now we're going to pop up and damage everything in Cleave. All right, in our corner again, so everything can group up again. All right, now we can pop up and damage. Oh, group up again. Tanks, if you could just taunt everything and come to this mushroom corner again.
Yeah, these guys aren't moving. These rolly.
Yeah, they're not going to move while they can see you. You have to come over to the corner like we are, so that you're literally cutting off their line of sight. Prawns, come to the corner.
Yeah,
Okay, everybody stop damage and come to the corner on me. This takes longer when you don't follow instructions.
oh, that corner.
Yes.
Sorry, I was in the wrong spot.
Okay, now we got everything moved around. Okay, when I say go to a corner, I mean go to the corner. Get on me. Doing little poo-poos of damage at a time while you're on your way is not going to help us as much as just getting in the corner.
How did I die in the corner?
Can't tell you. Maybe something crawled behind there because people were out of position. All right, on to the next group. This is going to be just 5 or 6 rolling guys all in the same spot.
There's 2 more.
There are? Okay.
3
Oh, it's the next wave.
spawners.
Oh shit, so
Yeah.
sorry guys. Oh, I didn't see you had that taunted. I'm so sorry.
All right, Zayla, let's go over here with this group over here. Hopefully that one comes around. I guess not. All right, after this one's dead, we're going to pause. All right, healers, pull up your slottable blue CPs. Which 4 do you have, Muckluck?
Yes.
Focused mending, from the brink, enlivening overflow, swift renewal.
Okay, what about you, Tess?
Swift renewal, soothing tide, from the brink, and enlivening overflow.
Okay. Normally, we would not want you guys doubling up on the enlivening overflow and from the brink. But for now, we're going to keep it that way because I don't know about anybody else, but at least my sustain is trash. But with these trash pulls, we were so scattered around that not all of us are benefiting from those buffs. So we're just going to keep it that way for now. Moving on to the next. I'm going to try to get all these rolly guys together. All right, Darkfire, we're gonna have everybody's gonna hop down, but Darkfire, you are gonna taunt the rolly guys and go to our pipe on the left. I'll show you where it is if you don't remember where it is.
You got it.
And Brian, you're gonna be chaining in everything else into Cleave, like right at the door, okay? Excuse me. All right, on Darkfire.
That cough. You got this. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Pulling.
So Darkfire, you're going right here.
Right over here, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, way back here. Okay.
Yep, actually behind the pipe. Nope, more your left. Actually behind the pipe. Yep, perfect.
Oh, wow. Okay. Not seeing anything.
Yep. Basically, the idea here is you taunt once and we kill everything off before you need to taunt it again.
Gotcha.
All right, so hop down. Do not walk any more forward than basically me, please. Here's our first fight, and here's our first line blur between fighting a single boss versus fighting multiple things at the same time. So we'll want to swap to a boss setup if you have it. It's going to be more single target focused, but we're going to have multiple targets at a time at various points. So we need to have at least some amount of area of effect damage. This can be things like caltrops, wall of elements for a staff. Oh, excuse me. Carve from a two-hand. Any skills like that that deal damage in an area rather than just a single target is going to be helpful in this fight. Okay. We are going to be split. Darkfire will be with Tess, and you're going to be kind of leading the charge with me to basically around the arena. I'll explain this in a minute. But Brian, you and Muckluck are going to be together, basically just the two of you, kind of coming in and out of group. If you pull up your map, you'll notice this is basically like an octagon almost. And these little ports, can I get here without pulling? Yes, these little ports right here that I'm jumping up and down on will have some of those rolly guys popping out of them occasionally, and they'll be shielded. What we need to do is get the tanks with taunt to get the bosses to get close enough together like they are right now that they create that beam between them with the adds in the beam. So that beam will break their shields. And then we can kill them off really quick. The downside of that is, A, if we end up between the beam, it hurts a lot. And B, if they end up having that charge between them for too long, they become enraged and deal extra damage. They become harder to kill, and sometimes they can't even be taunted. So we have to do a lot of like in and out tanks. You're gonna, and especially Brian, you're gonna be moving toward Darkfire to like get a beam to connect and break some shields, and then get back out so that we don't run the timer on that enrage mechanic. It's going to be a little hectic and chaotic at first, but I think once we see it a couple times, it'll make sense. But basically what I'm saying, does it make sense so far, or do we have questions?
I haven't done this strat in forever, because we have been just burning, because the damage has been so high.
Yep.
But I do remember it's so much easier to kill the arquebuses and the conduits than not in just burning. So I'm glad to be back here in a good strat.
Yeah, yeah. And those burn strats are legit, and they're even a thing for some groups that are teaching new people. But most of this group is new to vet trials. So in that regard, like, I don't expect the damage to be there. And B, I'm a firm believer that if you're going to learn those basically burn strats, or what I would call more advanced strategies, it's better to understand what you're skipping than to be confused about why it's failing if it fails.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be very intentional in this core about like actually learning the mechanics, not really doing any skip strategies.
I like it.
Where are we going to be? Like, we're going to be in the middle?
So we're all going to be moving around. All 12 of us.
Okay.
So Tess, I said you're with me, right? And Darkfire?
Darkfire.
Yep. DPS, we're all going to be together. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to try something different. I literally just thought of this. Let's take...
Big braining.
I'm big braining.
Uh-oh.
Let's take half the... Let's actually split 50. Let's do Darkfire, Tess, Dakiri, Double T, myself, and Aerie on the left. We are always going to be on Positrox if you look at the boss names. We're always going to be on this Positrox for the whole thing. Everyone else go to the right. As it actually physically split sides, guys. Go left and right. Let's just try this. I'm going to experiment with you. So we're going to full parse on our bosses, but we're going to save our ultimates. Darkfire's side, we are going to be leading most of the movement. And Burberry, your side, when I call for it, is going to basically follow up. And I'm going to use basically north, south, east, west. If you look at your maps, we are starting on the south side of the arena, looking toward north. Excuse me. Right is east, left is west. I'm going to be constantly calling Darkfire side, go here. And then in a little bit, Burberry side, go here. The idea, Burberry, while you're moving, is always going to be put the small adds with the shields in between your boss and Darkfire's boss, wherever you move. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, the boss will move with me, right? It's not none of the, like, that roly-poly fucking dude from earlier.
Right. They are melee, so they will follow you. They might be a little slow sometimes if they're like in the middle of a mechanic when you move, but they will come to you. And then DPS, we need to hard focus all of our damage on the adds when they're up. And it's always going to be the adds specifically that are between the bosses. There may be other ones popping up around the arena. We need to specifically focus on the ones that we're breaking the shields. And then eventually the bosses will just die. If/when I call for Purge, that's going to be for heals and Darkfire if you have it. Basically, just hit your Purge twice. Because the ads have a poison mechanic that stacks up on us, and Purge is a way to get rid of it. So, if I say Purge, just hit Purge twice, and then go back to not using it until I call for it again. Okay?
I'm trying to figure out what to get rid of for purge.
Let's see.
I could get rid of blockade.
Oh, Blockade is a very good skill to have.
She is always trying to get rid of that blockade. I'm just playing, girl.
I would say Siphoning Attacks.
Okay.
No, she'd have 2 purges because she's got extended ritual on, which also gives a
Oh, you do have Extended Ritual.
yeah.
Okay, just do extend. Both of you don't do Purge. Just do Extended Ritual, and instead of 2 times, it's going to be 4 times now. Because it only... It's only a few people at a time that can synergize. So DPS.
Since her purge is at 1, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So DPS, when I say Purge, our healers are going to be spamming a skill that requires us to synergize in order to purge the bad thing that's on us. So start spamming synergies when I say Purge. And then we go back to normal a little bit after that. I'm just going to stop there and give us a poll. Because I don't like talking too much before we actually do stuff. Alright, so follow your sides, stay together, and remember your jobs on top of that. On Darkfire's countdown.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
So remember, tanks are going to separate, get the beam to stop. Get them to separate enough that there's no beam. Here we go. And no ultimates, anybody. No ultimates. Alright, we're going south. Follow Crown to south. And Brian, you as well. Get this ad between them. We'll throw ultimates at this thing.
Going south?
All of us are going south, yes. And create the beam. There we go. Disconnect. Disconnect. Quick reses. We're going to southwest together. Now, tanks, you're going to basically dance along this rail. Ah, never mind. We're going to wipe it. That's the idea. We got one and almost got to another.
Rail. You mean this rail?
Yes. See where the refabricated sphere is right now?
Yes.
We want the
On
bosses to
my
be...
body.
Yeah, we want the bosses to be along that track, basically, at all times.
Okay, I'm seeing something I've never seen before.
'Kay.
Around my screen, it's yellow.
That is the poison from the ads.
Why is it green when I'm not a tank and yellow when I'm a tank? That's weird. Okay.
Not sure.
Interesting. All right. And which way am I holding him? Because I was kind of spinning him around because I'm like, I don't know which way to turn him.
Basically, straight... You're going to just tank right here. Until we start to move.
Okay, and then just like that. Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did start it.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Alright, take 2.
1. Like,
What? Oh, we win. Nothing is real.
3, 2,
Oh, fuck you, Positrox.
what rude. He headbutted you.
Alright, remember, no ultimates until we're starting on the ads. The ads are going to start popping up fast, and we have to control them fast. Darkfire, stay there. Your Burberry's group, come to southeast and nuke this one. DPS, we're going to work on this ad right here. A little bit more Burberry. You haven't quite crossed it yet. Alright, now split. Stop damage on bosses entirely. Let's get these reses. Healers keep healing.
Tanks are down.
Never mind wipe.
Loose.
Okay, so you see how we went from like 0 ads to like 2 at a time to like 6 at a time by the end? So we're going to have to be a lot quicker about both tanks. When you get the link and nuke the shield, separate. And then now I'm going to start being quicker about moving on to the next one. So there's going to be a lot of movement happening. But we need to be quick about it. And DPS, we need to be nuking these ads in between movements very quickly. Are we kind of seeing it a little bit at least? Okay. Sweet. I guess the last thing is going to be for DPS and heals. When I'm calling for tanks to move, I need you to sort of see my vision. When I'm having tanks move a certain way, it's because there's an ad there. Sort of prelay your damage over time on that area and just super nuke it as soon as that shield's gone so we can just quickly move on to the next one. But if I had to stand there for 5-10 seconds and say, come to me, come to me, come to me, then we're just going to keep wiping. So try to see what I'm looking at when I say tanks need to move a certain direction. Look at the spot in between them, okay? All right, Darkfire, go ahead.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
DPS, we want to be outside of this ring that the octagon that I'm on the left of. We want to be outside of that. Starting to look for ads now. Where are you, little bastards? There we go. Darkfire, stay put. Come straight across, Burberry. We're working on this ad here. You're too far to the entrance. You gotta come more north. DPS, don't be in between. There we go. Separate. DPS, work on these small ads on the ground. I like to call them ankle biters. Healers keep healing. We're going north. Tanks go north. We're working on this guy on crown. Okay, it's going to be a wipe.
Venom injection.
Yep.
That's the poison. That's the poison.
Did I miss the synergy?
Nope. That's just ads being alive too long.
And our synergy is also frontal. So if you're all spread out,
Oh, here we go.
I don't know who's getting hit with it. Oh, oops.
Tanks get your taunts. All right, we're going south. Tanks. DPS start to damage this guy so we can nuke it when its shield is gone. Darkfire, we got to be quicker on the movement. Now you're staying here. Burberry, come to the middle.
What do you mean? I wasn't further enough south?
Yes. So there's a trick for you guys, tanks. You don't have to be careful about getting hit in the back. When it's time to move, I would say just dodge roll and sprint.
Okay.
And your boss is just going to leap to you.
I got a question. I mean, she had to move because isn't she supposed to stand right here in that situation?
Yes.
Where I have to stand right here.
Yes. But she was on her way. Yeah, she was on her way and it wasn't quick enough. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh, we pulled. Tanks get taunt. Here we go.
Yeah, you guys gotta stop walking over there.
DPS and heals. We're always on the outside of the octagon.
Why is he come back?
One boss says Burberry's boss is on the wrong side. There we go. Alright, stay on your sides. DPS, stay grouped. Make it easy on the healers. Alright, we're going north and northeast. Get these two in between the beam, guys. DPS, throw your ults at these guys. Do want a couple of purges. Darkfire, where are you? Oh, too far. Too far, Darkfire. You need to be on crown. And now a little closer, because we got a one that came up over here. Need purges healers. Alright, we're going to wipe. So, Darkfire, you're just going too far to the outside. I need you to keep the boss on the ring. I'm also gonna do.
Being able to see, I think.
Yeah, that's basically why I call out directions. So you don't necessarily have to see everything. You just have to go to a spot. And I am gonna switch one thing up.
Trust that the taunt's taken and I can run.
Yeah.
Guys,
Okay, guys. If you're rezzing, you got to make sure you can actually get outside. Let this wipe us because we need to talk about something else.
Went in to get murdered.
So that's a habit we need to get into. We need to, if you're gonna res, you have to be ready to start walking toward the entrance, or at least far enough away from the bosses that you won't pull them. I'm switching up the whole sides thing. We're gonna do. Let's switch something on my end. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Everybody, all DPS are going to be on Darkfire's side. The other side will be only Burberry, Muckluck, and myself. So we're going to be a little lopsided. We're going to be very lopsided. And assuming we get far enough, we will have to swap the bosses at one point. But let's actually make it through killing some ads first. Excuse me. Everything else is going to be the same. Okay, on Darkfire.
3, 2, 1.
Going southeast. Let's get this southeast guy in between in the beam. Tank's got to get a little closer. Burberry, go a little closer and to your right. There we go. We got one. Let's get that other one. Okay, you can separate. Good. DPS, work on the ads. We could use a couple purges. Quick reses and heals need to be on those dead bodies so we can get the reses. All right, we're going east. Both tanks east on crown. Got it. Separate. Need heal over time on these bodies. Okay, we need a couple purges.
Sorry, you can come by me.
Still healing over time on the bodies.
Start walking, turn around. Yeah.
All right, we're going to that southwest one, Burberry.
Oh, you guys going?
Darkfire, you can stay put. We're going to that southwest one. Oh, no, that is east. All right, DPS work on the one that's on Crown. Oh, you're getting reses first. Put heal over time on the bodies and then focus on the tanks. Tanks, you're going southwest to burst that shield.
West. Oh, the shields are down over here.
DPS, you're on Crown, working on this guy. Getting res. And constantly use synergies. Healers, make sure your extended rituals do not run out.
Do they just like keep spawning those guys?
Yes. Every few percent that we nuke the bosses, more ads pop up. So we have to be constantly on it. Go to the west, tanks. West and southwest.
I'm sure it was like a marker on my shoe. I'm just gonna.
A little farther my way, Burberry.
Both of them are on.
And Darkfire more to your right. Okay, separate them. DPS on the west one. I'm going back to my side. We're going south now, tanks. Okay, you can separate and then go east.
I'm gonna try to get both.
Interrupt. Interrupt on Positrox. Dakiri, interrupt. Dakiri, interrupt. Bash. There we go.
Get him up. Get her up. Get her up. I got them both.
Okay, so healers. When I say heals on dead bodies, we just need like your illustrious healing and orb thrown at dead bodies so we can get these reses without doubting out, okay? Everything else is focused on the tanks. That's better. We got to about 2/3 the way through.
Almost there. Almost there, guys.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, I was trying to res, but I ran out of my soul gems and couldn't get my banker out.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of over here dead.
Oh,
We'll get you.
I gotcha.
Maybe.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
be
careful.
appreciated. I'm sorry.
Oh,
And
No, we're just gonna have to let it wipe. Oh, nope.
come over
Okay,
here, guy.
let it wipe us. Let it wipe us.
I'll come over here and die.
I need to use your banker anyways to get more,
Awesome. I just took my banker out.
so I have a question while I'm being eaten. What causes me to be eaten?
That's just one of their mechanics. It's it has to be interrupted.
Oh,
They
it's
just pounce on somebody.
It's not working.
Yeah,
Okay,
they just
so-
pounce on somebody and start to eat you, and it's like 5 seconds or die.
So I have
Hey,
a
I'm in.
question.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there, Eric. So I have a question for the tanks. Does that... I know there's a skill like Slippery or something like that. Does that work on there?
Good thought, but not for that mechanic specifically. That is a mechanic that you're thinking of something. God damn it! How are we pulling? No, let it wipe us.
You are a
I don't know
naughty,
what is
naughty
going
chicken.
on.
Not
What
I don't see anybody that close.
what you're thinking of, Tess, is mechanics that that require someone to break free. That is not a mechanic that can be broken free. That has to have somebody else interrupt in order to break free.
Oh, that's why Sil was going interrupt, and so was Bree. Okay, I
Yes.
get it. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm on the floor and I missed it, I scream for interrupt. Got it. All
Yeah.
right.
And I want to be clear, Dakiri, I was not like trying to put you down or anything. You just happened to be the first person I could see right there when I was calling for that interrupt. So.
No, it's okay. I appreciate when people say, Takiri, do this. It's helpful.
In case
It's
it
like
was
the
me
whole
pulling, I
you
came
called
back over
911.
here.
Oh, got 1 DC. Neat.
That's fine.
Did you need your bank task? Do you need a banker?
Yes, please.
I have banker out.
I got.
This is Ari.
Oh,
I
there
have
it
a
is.
question.
Uh-huh.
So if you have, just say you have 2 Templars and one of them has Power of the Light and the other one has Purifying Light, can you have both of those running at one time, or can you only have one of them even if they're the different form?
I'm not sure I understand the question. 1 second.
So
Oh, you're talking about the 2 different morphs of the same skill.
yes. So the Power of the Light that's the one that gives I might have that wrong. That's not the one that gives a cleanse, right?
Oh, you're
Extended ritual.
extended ritual.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. But in the spirit of that question, 2 different sources of the same synergy will be 2 different synergies, but it is unique to each individual character. So that may have sounded more confusing. Let me try to say it a different way. 2 different healers cast Purifying Light, right? So the same name synergy is available 2 different ways. I can only synergize one of them, and then I am on cooldown for that synergy. It doesn't matter which one I took. But you, Ari, could also synergize the other one, and then you'll be on the same cooldown for the same synergy regardless of who it comes from. But it will still be 2 synergies.
Okay, so you can't. I was wondering if one person casts it, the group couldn't get a second cast, but you're saying you can as long as it's two separate people doing it.
Exactly. Yes.
I have
Okay,
a
so-
clarification.
Mm-hmm.
So orbs and extended ritual, do they share the same cooldown, or is it shards that share the same cooldown with orbs?
You mean the synergy wise?
None of those should share synergies. Yeah, a
'Cause
cooldown.
Orbs will give the most, right? And that's 10. I got 10 seconds on that. But shards will give me 4%. Extended ritual will give me 4%. They're on a different cooldown.
Yes, each individual skill's synergy is on its own cooldown.
Oh, so I can use fulminating rune. That'll still give me about 4%, and then use that. Okay.
Yep.
So they're okay. See, I was thought that like it was
Okay.
orb and then a bunch of other stuff. And I'm sorry to keep cutting you off. Go.
Okay, I need to add in purge, so I'm gonna flip out my elemental wall because I'm not getting a chance to even put them off balance anyways, because I'm just pure casting.
Okay.
So
Same.
if that makes sense, as far as just dropping the blockade or elemental wall, whatever it's called.
If right now that would make it easier for you to do, then I'm okay with it.
Okay.
For both of you though, the purge, especially unleveled, is a very expensive magicka skill. So you're gonna have to rely on heavy attacks pretty heavily. So just be on top of that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yes. 7,000 is expensive.
Yeah.
I gotta go get that leveled.
When it is time to purge, each of you casting that twice should be enough. And then go back to your normal using everything else.
Okay.
Then I, as a DPS, just slot Bold Match as a self cleanse.
If you've got one, sure.
They really cleanse? Dang.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, anything else?
We do have someone in Symphony. Well, then why is Sustain not so good? Maybe I'm just smashing.
We're kind of scattered, and there may be some button mashing happening.
Yeah.
This is the
The Symphony takes, what, 2 heavy attacks first to proc it? Doesn't it take a set of heavy
No.
attacks in sequence?
No, that's Rojo, baby.
Yeah,
That's
that's Rojo.
And it's heavy attack skill, heavy attack.
Okay.
Yeah, Symphony of Blades is just straight up when you heal someone who's under 50% health. Okay. Let's go again.
3, 2, 1, fully.
Same split sides. And Tex, we're gonna try to be quicker about our movement. Get the connect, break the shield, and separate again in quick sequence.
Following like the east, south, and north is kind of fun.
Then Burberry, just follow me. Stay put. Darkfire, you're going southeast. All the way southeast. Taunt and sprint. Nope. Go across the middle. You don't have to come around. Go across the middle. Yeah. So we want the bosses to end up on the rails, but you can cross the middle to get there quick. DPS and heals are not allowed to cross the middle. All right, let's wipe again. While it's wiping us, yeah, Darkfire. So you were like over here at first. Damn it, I can't stay alive long enough to show.
Yeah, I see your dead body. Don't worry.
So you can cut straight across from where my body is to where your body is to get to that spot. You don't have to go all the way around. It's only the DPS and heals that have to stay out of the middle. It's actually for that exact reason that DPS and heals stay out of the middle, so that you guys have the room to do that without killing people. Make sense?
Hey, buddy, why are you... Oh, because I'm in the wrong spot.
Darkfire and Burberry, does that make sense for, potentially moving across the middle?
Yeah.
Darkfire?
Yes.
Cool. I heard it, was there a question? Yeah.
I have one question. This is Ari.
Mhm.
I am dying to like one shots, and when I don't have any pink around my feet, I'm trying. Usually I'm not in the hexagon thing. I'm over here on the grates, like over here on the grates, and I'm still dying from a one shot of something.
Okay.
Poison injection.
Yep, and it's a good call out, and it's actually a thing that I was just about to start talking about. Is anybody using a bow? I see at least Double T. Double T, you're being voluntold. Come over here, please. Face the group and do a heavy attack at the group. DPS, you're going to see the ads do a charge up that kind of looks like this bow heavy attack. But it takes longer, and they're kind of like shaking before they do it. And if you're using an add-on like Combat Metrics, or not Combat Metrics, Crutch Alerts, or anything along those lines, you're getting a notification saying, oh, and of course now I'm going to forget the name.
Taking aim.
Taking aim, thank you. If that's happening, that is a one-shot mechanic. So I haven't talked about it yet because I wanted us to see at least a few reps of what is this dance we have to do to get this fight done. But now we also have to recognize DPS is going to be basically on all of us. When you're near an ad, if you see it doing that, go and bash it. Because that is a one-shot on any DPS and most healers, and we want to interrupt it even if we can't kill it before it happens. Make sense?
Got it. Thank you.
Cool. That is and should be the last new thing for this fight. From the get, the second we start seeing the ads, that's the entire fight. The entire fight is basically just manage the ads quickly so that we minimize the poison injections and we don't get those one-shots. And then we just slowly chip away at the bosses until they die. That's it. Okay? But like I said at the beginning, this fight is actually one of the reasons I picked this trial for Trials 101's second run. Because this kind of fight requires a lot more coordination by all 12 people in kind of unique ways, and that sets you up for some of the more advanced trials that are later on in the list. All right, we go again. Same split sides.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
And remember, DPS, use your ultimates on those ads. As soon as you see that they're about to get their shield broken, let it rip. Excuse me. Stupid cough.
Yes.
Was that crowd you had?
Yep. All right, northeast. Burberry, stay put. Darkfire, go northeast. Yep. Yeah, your other northeast. Entrance is south. Entrance is south. Try to get those two together. DPS work on these ads. Get these interrupts. Darkfire, you got to get closer so we can get that beam. Okay, we got close.
Interrupt, please.
Let's just wipe.
You gotta be standing. So Darkfire, you gotta be standing on that little silver like border.
Yes.
You don't want to bring the boss in the middle here. You want to be like right here.
I'm actually gonna. I want to try something a little different. Let's see if this clicks a little better.
Sorry, I'm such a baby tank.
No, you're good. This is exactly what this group is for.
The way you can learn this to do.
Yep. So we're gonna do a slightly different strategy. Same concept, but we're gonna have. What is set up as? Burberry. Tess. Let's see. Burberry, Tess. Sorry, no. Darkfire, me, and Mukluk are going to be together on the outside. So, Mukluk, come over here with me and Burberry. Everybody else, you're going to be in the middle. So you see how the hexagon is split into 3 sections? There's that outer rail I was talking about, and then there's like a thicker section in the middle, and then there's an octagon in the middle, like a donut hole. We all see the donut hole?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody except the 3 of us over here is going to be standing inside that donut hole. And you're going to focus your DPS on that boss in there with Darkfire. Darkfire, wherever Burberry moves, move the same direction, but within the donut hole.
So you want me, if this square here is the donut, you want me like this with him in the middle, or me in the middle and him here?
You and him in the middle.
Okay.
And the DPS and
then
Tess
I'm
all
moving
together.
around here to match him.
Wouldn't it be easier
yeah.
if the DPS were in the little circle around, and the tank would be inside the center?
Stay with me on it. I think I see what you're getting at, but stay with me on this at least for a little bit to see if this makes sense after seeing it happen. So, Burberry and Mukluk and I are going to move around, and Burberry, this is basically like you mirror exactly where I go. Wherever I go, you need to be on top of me, and that'll position the boss in a specific spot so that the middle is almost stationary, and we only have 1 big moving part instead of 2 medium moving parts.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That'll be easier than just us fucking running around like a...
Yeah, I think this will be more manageable. But here's the but. DPS. You have a very small area you're going to stay confined in. There are 2 things you have to look out for. First one is, wherever the bosses are moving around, make sure that you are not going to be between them. You have that donut hole is your home. Has anybody seen what's the Will Smith movie? Where he's teaching Kevin James how to have a better dating life. Damn it.
Hitched?
Hitch. Thank you. He's teaching Kevin how to dance. He goes, "This is your home." He goes, steps left and then steps right, and steps left and steps right. That's exactly what we're doing here. You go a little left, you go a little right. That's it. You stay within that little octagon. That's your home. If you didn't get that reference, you're too young for me. I'll get over it.
Girlfriend, stop looking.
That's not what I meant.
I have a quick question.
Anyway. Yeah, go ahead.
Just for my knowledge, do the tanks get poisoned as well?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just less obvious because they have more health in the first place, so it doesn't look as severe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, fuck you, dinosaurs. I saw that. Nobody did anything. Nah, you get a slash in the ass. They were done listening to me yap, I guess.
Yeah, they were like, we're done. Fucking shut up. And if you don't pull, I'm pulling myself.
they're like, come over and kill us. Come over and kill us.
Okay, so DPS.
I'm gonna move my dead body. I was saying like the DPS in this area, while the tank in here. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying. But we still don't want that. We still want them very close to the boss, specifically to like minimize the risk of getting caught in a beam, because you and I are going to be running around a lot. Yeah, so bosses are going to be moving pretty aggressively. Okay, let's try this. Darkfire, like I said, just maintain taunt, maintain your self heals, and then just kind of mirror Burberry's movements to make sure we can get the beam. And when I say separate, you have to go to the opposite side of the donut hole, and Burberry, you just have to come a little bit more outside until we go to the next spot. Cool. Ragareth, are you good? DPS, you're focusing on the boss in the middle, but your ultimates are going to be on the ads as we pop the shields, and when a shield is popped, you switch target from the boss to the ads. Okay, everybody's alive. Darkfire's countdown, and then everybody to the middle except me, Burberry, and Muckluck. Here we go.
So I think I understand what you mean. I'm gonna pull it and put him where I think you mean, and you tell me if what I got wrong.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
Yep, that's where you want to be. So we're staying separated until we start to see ads. Ooh, quick res. Burberry moving south over here. Whoa. Got two bosses together. We need them separated.
Yeah, I was trying to get the taunt away.
Purges. Gonna need purges, interrupts.
I'm trying to get my boss back.
Yeah, if they come together for too long, then they enrage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is a wipe.
I'm trying not to move the boss, but get out of the shit, and I don't. Not doing it.
We will move around you as needed, I would think. Yes?
Yes.
I think I might have. So maybe the DPS stand in the middle circle.
Okay, no. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but nobody is strategizing but me. We need to follow what I'm doing, and but again, I appreciate the enthusiasm. I appreciate that you're thinking about it. This is not me discouraging that. Specifically because this is a training run, and I know what I'm doing, and I'm imparting it onto you. We're gonna go with what I do. This is one of the very few times that I'm gonna have to put my foot down like that. But for the last time, this is me not discouraging you from thinking like that. It's actually good that you're thinking about strategies. Darkfire. Slight amendment. I think I wasn't clear about this. We need the boss, your boss, to be in the donut hole at all times. You are free to step just outside of it to get it to face certain ways and to get the shit that it drops out of the middle. But only just so much. So like if pretend I'm in the donut hole right now with this octagon. You want the boss to be in here, but you can be right where you're standing. As long as the boss doesn't come here. See what I'm getting at?
AoEs are all in the middle. of
Exactly.
the
This is why I'm saying this. So Darkfire can be just outside that donut hole, so that the AoE is going to end up here instead of right here. Yeah, so you can be a little out, so the AoEs end up like that, and the DPS have at least a little bit of safety here, and you keep dancing around so that the AoEs go on the outside like this, and not on top of the DPS. Does that make more sense?
Nope.
We're trying. We're trying. This is going to be tough. We might not even get past this fight today, and that's okay. Again, I picked this trial for this reason. This is a much more coordination-involved trial with this fight and another one. So this is a hill we're going to have to get over, but when we do, I promise you guys will feel a lot more equipped for other trials fights later in the game that require this level of coordination.
I have
Okay.
some apology notes to Silo and Bitter to write.
I'm actually noticing we're at our halfway point, so this has been a lot, especially of me just yapping at you guys. Let's take a quick break. Let it all sink in a bit. Back up all the way to the door so that we don't have these stupid dinosaurs thinking we're ready to fight. Give it 5 minutes. 7:08. We will keep going.
We may not be ready to fight, but they are.
All right, I'll be right back, chat. Okay.
Sometimes
Okay.
that's
He
what happens too.
mentioned eating and drinking was not his forte.
Yeah.
All right, I am back.
It's too safe. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, that took a minute or two longer than I intended. Okay. Just to keep some juices flowing, pop quiz.
Uh-oh.
Ads start to pop
What do you
up. Ads start to pop up. Who does what about it? Anybody?
Healers cast
DPS
Purify.
nuke it. And drop ults.
Okay, I heard healers cast Purify. Almost. Not quite yet time to cast Purify. DPS nuke it? Yes. But the most important thing that happens is the tanks do what?
Take the shields down from the roly-poly.
Bingo. Shields down, then we get the damage. The next thing is, here's a hint. The answer was said to the first question. Next thing is, ads start to charge up an attack. What two things need to happen and what two groups of people need to do something about it?
DPS interrupt.
Bingo. And two,
Healers purge.
healers purge. Because if the ads are doing their heavy attack, they have already done their poison injections. So we can purge the poisons. Okay. I think we're going to stick with the strategy of sticking to one group in the middle and the small group outside. Let's give that a couple more goes. You are not failing Trials 101. This is... I will also reiterate, you guys are the first official group for Trials 101, so I am like actively refining this as we go. And if you have any feedback for me at any given time, please send it my way. My DMs are always open. Or if you want to be anonymous about it, send it to the Gaming Council feedback box, and it will come back to me anonymously. If you don't want to send me anything directly for any reason, but
So I can just like blast you anonymously and you wouldn't know.
I mean, I know I was getting blasted, but I wouldn't know who. Yeah.
Well, now we know.
I enjoy your raids.
Cool, thank you. But yeah, seriously, any feedback at all is welcome. I don't even consider it positive or negative. I consider it to be all constructive. But that's the end of my plugging. Let's get back to the productivity here. We're gonna to this strategy and see how it works out after a couple polls. And okay, Burberry, myself, and Muckluck are on the outside. On Darkfire's countdown.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
Healers, by the way, you are going to be popping your barriers on cooldown. You do not need to wait for my callouts. All other ults are going to be thrown at the ads as they pop up and as we break the shields.
Darkblade, you wanna flip-flop your position.
Oh, she's staying around the outside for now. That's good. All right, we're going southwest. Brian, follow me. DPS, get in the middle. You should all be in the donut hole. Everybody in the donut hole. There you go. Here you go. Charge up. Darkfire, you should be in the donut hole. You're too far outside. See where you died? You're too far. You should be around where I'm running around right now for the entire thing. Okay, yeah, we fixed those positioning issues and we'll be off to the races here.
If I go to the middle, I'm on the same side as the tank.
If you're thinking that, that tells me I didn't explain this quite well enough.
Did he?
All right, Brian and Muckluck stay outside. Everybody else,
I'm a ghost.
let's try to get this res. Nobody do damage. Let's just get this res.
Okay.
Let the bad guy chase me. Healers heal though. Okay. All right, Darkfire. Is DPS and Tess. Come to the middle where I'm jumping up and down. You're always here. And around where I'm running right now, you stay within this. Okay, Darkfire, you are almost correct. You want to be a little closer, like here. So run to the side. You want to be just on this perimeter. And DPS, wherever Darkfire goes, just make sure you're behind the boss. The boss is never facing you. All right, Burberry, come this way. Come north. We make a link right here. Bring it in, bring it in. Boom, shield broken, get out. Oh, shield's not broken.
Sword's broken? No, it's not broken.
It's not broken. I thought it was, but it was the right idea. All right, wipe again. I was like so sure.
He like jumped up in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why he wasn't following me. It's kind of annoying.
Between those fabricants is strong, enough to dissipate flesh or melt metal.
The bosses have some mechanics that they just stand there and do animations for a while. And that's exactly why I say don't slow walk it.
Yeah, no, I was literally across the room.
Oh yeah, I mean I saw it. Yeah. You did the right thing. But the reason it didn't follow you is because it was stuck doing an animation that it's supposed to do. Yeah. And then it'll just leap over.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? I can't tell what direction I'm going. Alright.
All right, everybody's on a ghost. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
Little too far outside Darkfire. You can be closer to the middle. There we go. We're going southeast. Follow crown, tanks, DPS and heals. Stay out of the middle. Or stay out of in between them, I should say.
Darkfire, go to your right. Keep going, keep going.
Farther toward entrance, yep. No, you need to come this way, Darkfire. Look for crown. Look for crown, Darkfire. Close. Shield broken. Separate. DPS, focus on the broken ad. And get reses. Healers, you're going to need to purge about every 4 to 5 seconds at this point. Just keep it consistent. Healers, put 1 heal over time on my body and 1 person come out here to res. No more damage on bosses until we get these. Just wipe it.
Who's that coming res? All the way.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
The fabricated spears, is there a time where they're not able to take damage?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what me and Darkfire had to.
Yeah, that's the whole point of us moving around like this, is to create that beam, crossing the fabricants to break their shields so that they can take damage.
Okay. And in the times when it gets to the point where we can no longer damage those, do we focus damaging back on the bosses, or do we need to stop damage so that more things don't pop?
The second one.
Like until...
Yeah, so you're going to stop damage on the bosses until the ads are cleared out. And with that, you can still prelay your damage over time onto those ads, because as soon as the shield pops, then those active damage over times will immediately start.
Got it. Thank you.
Yep. Now on bashing, guys, you can see that there's some distance between where the ads spawn and where you're going to be, right? Again, actually, somebody with banner stand right here. Perfect. Okay, so this is like a copy of the arena, right? The small octagon here is the small octagon that you guys can stand on, and you're confined within this area, right? The ads are spawning about here, so there's some distance between them. You can still, from the edge of your area, you can still go to your edge and bash them to interrupt them. You might take like a step out, but you'll still be within the middle, and you can go bash them and then get closer to the middle again for safety. So constant heads on a swivel. If you see those interrupts happen, go get that bash and then come back. But realize you can bash at a distance. Okay? Make sense? Cool. All right, we go again.
3, 2, 1, going.
All right, we're starting to look for ads. Darkfire, that positioning is much better. We're going north. Both tanks going north. Follow Crown. Within your area, of course. DPS prelay those dots. Darkfire a little more to your right. There we go. We got it. Separate. Now we're going west. DPS get those reses. Heals, put heals on those reses.
Pop the run. Oh,
Tanks separate. Tanks separate. DPS, let's get these reses and kill off these ads. Good. Okay, back to our good recover. Back to our spots. Slowly damage again. Remember, ultimates are for the ads. We will get boss damage in cleave. It doesn't have to be intentional. Going northwest. Darkfire, you're a little too far outside again. Stay closer to your middle. You're just mirroring Burberry. Burberry is doing most of the movement. I don't know why I keep saying Burberry instead of Brian. Brian is so much easier. Go to the southeast one. Brian, you can stay right where you are. Darkfire, come closer to Crown.
Oh.
Now move it so you can get the break. There we go. Now separate. DPS after res, you're getting this ad. Purges are part of your rotation now, healers. Just permanent part of your rotation every 5 seconds or so. Pop it twice. Somebody turn around and res on the outside here. Healers and tanks, keep healing and tanking. Do not get reses.
Another down.
Tank down.
Okay, that's going to be a wipe. That was good, though. It just clicked for you? Okay, perfect. And frankly, for the group, it looks like it, because we just now got to a point where I would call for a tank swap, which is the only new thing to do with this strategy. And we only had a few ads on the board. So that's the goal here, is to only have a few ads at a time, and we're just picking them off one by one. And all of our area damage is just going to residually continue to damage the bosses anyway. The entire focus is to pop the shields, kill the ads, and the bosses go along with it. So we got to about 25% health on the inside boss. Okay. At that point, and I'll call for it specifically, tanks, you're going to switch bosses. That means literally Darkfire, turn around and taunt the opposite boss. Brian, taunt the opposite boss. They will switch places. And then we finish out the rest of the fight until one of them dies, and then we just nuke the other one as fast as possible.
Why do we tank swap? Question.
Yes. So the ads are going to continue to pop out based on checkpoints of the total health between the two bosses. They have one.
It's one health bar, right?
Yeah, it's essentially one health bar. So if we get them both to 75%, it's equivalent to getting one of them to 50% while the other one is at 100%. So at several small points along the way, when their collective health points hit certain check marks, or checkpoints, I should say, that's when more ads start to spawn. So if we nuke one all the way down and there's only one left, we still have half of the boss health to go. That's a lot of ads that we're going to get that pop up before we finish that second one. And we don't have a way to break the shields quickly because the other one's dead. So we're on purpose keeping them both alive until they're both close to dead so that we can use them as a tool to pop the shields and kill the ads. And then when one dies, the other one is already also dead. Or also almost dead. Does that make sense?
Is it
Cool.
It is possible to interrupt when
Yes.
What?
the shields are up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, every
Sorry,
time
dinner.
I was targeting venom injection or whatever, I was able to interrupt.
Yes, so the damage, the shields are literally only damage shields. We can still interrupt them, you're correct. Good question. Anything else?
I think I'm basically just staying in the middle, so, and casting the purify thing. So if you're not getting a synergy or something, then you're too far away. I can't go around chasing every DPS. Just saying.
Well, for the most part, at least on that last poll, the center group looked pretty solid. You were mostly positioned well. I think the reason people were dying was because mostly of interrupts not happening. So that's just the next big thing to look out for, DPS. Again, heads on swivels. The more damage over time you can just throw at a bad thing and then look for an interrupt to take, the better. Eventually, maybe in a couple weeks, we'll sort of graduate from this strategy to something that's a little bit more aggressive. So it won't take so long to get through this fight. But for now, we're gonna stick with this at least today and probably next week. Am I here next week? Anyway.
I have another question.
One more question, yeah.
Quick question. The spiders.
Mhm.
Are they putting a bleed?
I don't know for sure if they put a bleed, but they do kind of come out of nowhere.
Okay.
So when you see them, we just need to nuke them down with your area of effect DPS as fast as possible.
I was able to kill a bunch of them.
Yeah. And if they...
Cleaving through it.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm having you guys all grouped together. Because if they come out toward me, I can just dodge roll into you guys, make them follow me, and then they'll get nuked out fast, and I can come back out.
Okay. Sounds good. All right.
All right, on Darkfire. All right, we're going southwest. Darkfire, come toward Crown, just within your area. Too far, too far. There you go. A little more Brian break. Going southeast.
Interrupt.
Good call. It was accurate. Okay, we need heals here. Heals in the middle. Working on reses. Break. Tanks break.
Oh, that one's broken. Southeast. Southwest is open.
Working on southwest. Come toward Crown. Tanks.
I'm dead. I just got fucking annihilated by like spiders.
Oh, that's gonna make them mad. Okay, wipe.
They're very mad.
So Brian, if that happens, the best thing you can do is stay put. And instead of trying to go through a full rotation of heal, buff, shield, debuff, taunt, stick to your basic, maintain taunt, and keep yourself alive. And you can just literally just pause there, and I will take care of those ads. It'll take a few seconds, but if it actually hurts more than helps to run around. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for the repair.
Yeah, Muckluck, whenever you just interrupt immediately, you'll see like a red little thingamajig around the boss when he's eating me too. I'll be on the ground, just interrupt him.
Yeah, if you call up that interrupt, I'll try to hit it.
And normally I'll be there too, but I happened to leave right before that to go help get reses.
The boss knew that.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
All right, you're coming west. Brian, you're staying on the crown here. Move it a little to get across the ad.
Moving 2 outside the ring.
Okay, there's 1 shield broken, 2 shields broken, separate. Okay.
Interrupts.
She's moving 2 outside of the ring right there.
Okay, I'm gonna do this right now just to call it out in general, not to call out this person specifically. I'm not putting you down, but Ragaratha, did you see how you died and why?
Well, I was trying to go to interrupt the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I got zapped by lethal injection and smokes.
Yes.
Because I was off the main pad, but I don't have a range interrupt.
That's okay.
So,
Like I was saying before, you can step like very, very slightly off the pad, but if you have to go farther, just leave the interrupt to me. But so I see where you're going with that. You had the right idea to try to take care of a mechanic, but you died for it because you were outside of where the heals are. So, just got to refine that. And again, this goes for everybody. I just happened to see it happen to Ragaratha in that particular pull. All right, we go again.
I hear you, Brian. I saw it, and I will try and do better. I saw where I was, and I wasn't.
No, you're
in the
good.
right spot.
You're good.
No, keep yelling at me. I'm a baby tank, and
I'm
I don't
moving
belong
forward.
here, but I'm trying.
This is for the places for the babies.
Yep.
So I'm also learning too.
This is the place for learning new things as babies. All right, here we go.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, pulling.
Brian, I'm going to try to be a little bit more aggressive about our movements, because we're basically doing one at a time. So we got to get them quick.
Yeah, no, I can also see them too. When do they spawn? Like, so
They start at about 85%. So now. Southwest. Darkfire, you got to come toward Crown.
Interrupt.
DPS, focus these spheres. Brian, a little bit more left. Come toward Crown. Boom, separate. Try to get reses, purges, and heals. Oh, of course, while I'm resing. Fuck you, robot. We need an interrupt. Good. 2 more interrupts on the edges. All right, wipe it. DPS. I'm gonna have all of you look at your red slottable CPs. If you don't have Spirit Mastery, it's on one of the horns of the constellation. I need you to either put points toward it now and slot it, or in the next week, work toward getting more points so that you can get it and slot it. Until you are in trifecta runs, which is runs where you're trying to do speed run hard mode without dying, that is the only scenario that you don't want this CP slotted. Because obviously if you're going for not dying in the first place, you should not expect to be able to res people quickly. But from now until you get into trifecta runs, this should be permanently slotted in your red CPs. So I'll give you guys a minute right now in case anybody's working toward getting it right now. But again, if you need some time to get it, you can't get it right now, that's okay. Just stack on Crown when we're ready to go.
What would you recommend we swap it out for?
That's a good question, and it's a little subjective.
Okay.
I would recommend keeping... Oh, what do I have?
One of the siphoning spells, maybe? So if you're Magicka, you keep the Magicka. If you're Stam, you keep the Stam, maybe?
Yeah, so Bloody Renewal is for Stam, and what's the one for Magicka? Siphoning Spells. That one, definitely keep. I would probably say Rejuvenation and Fortified are the other ones you for sure keep. So that, yeah, keep those 3, and then your 4th one should be Spirit Mastery. And then when you're in
You don't want Celerity?
Celerity is a little...
Taking out... Sorry.
Yeah, Celerity is a situational one. There are places where you want it. And then that, I would say, goes in place of one of those other 3 that I said you probably want to keep. But Bloody Renewal or Siphoning Spells, depending if you're Stam or Magicka, Rejuvenation, and Fortified, I would keep 90-95% of the time. Make that 4th slot Spirit Mastery.
Where's Fortified?
It's up on the top, on the left. There's like Boundless Vitality, Fortified, and Rejuvenation. It's separate. You don't have any prerequisites.
Yeah, I have Peace of Mind. But...
Yeah, I wouldn't do that one. I would take that one off for Fortified. Peace of Mind is situationally good for PvE content, but it's more of a PvP champion point slot.
So I have Bastion. I should remove that and put Fortified.
As a DPS, yes.
Okay.
Bastion is much more for tanking and PvP setups.
I use it on a barrier spammer when I'm running PvP.
Cool. Good questions. Anything else?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
I'm sorry, I don't answer that name. Magic.
No, I asked you what's for dinner.
Magic or juice, please. That is just, it's like that magic juice.
Well, you don't answer to Kevin from the HOA?
Hey, you can call me Kevin from the HOA. As long as you say the whole thing, I'll answer to that.
How about just Kevin?
No, I will not. I will not answer to Kevin. It has to be Kevin from the HOA. No,
It's Kevin from the HOA.
my girlfriend made spaghetti and she just fucking killed the sauce, and I need to get this recipe.
Nice.
He is treating you good, mac and cheese, spaghetti.
Yeah.
You got a good one.
Hey,
baby.
it goes both ways.
Right?
Oh, I know how to get that recipe. But it goes both ways. We actually both really love cooking, so it goes both ways.
Well, that's good.
All right, here we go. We got like 15 minutes.
We got it here. We got it here. Trust. Be clear.
Three, two, one, please.
I hope everybody's still having fun, guys. That's the whole point, right?
Enjoy tanking. I know I'm just
Solid. All right, start looking for ads. Northeast, here we go. Break. Oh, there it goes. Now you're going northwest, tanks. Let's get that res.
Interrupt, please. You.
Heals are on crown.
Over here. Yeah.
Broken.
Alright.
All right. Now going northeast.
Or do you have to like stand it? Do you have to stand it there, or you just?
Yeah, it just has to pause there for a brief moment. You can't just like sweep it over. It's really annoying that way. Coming to north, Darkfire. Come north. Get break. Now going east instead of west.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
Darkfire, come to crown side. A little bit inside now. You're too far outside, Darkfire.
Got it. She got it.
Yep, yep. Separate. Throw heals in the middle, Mukluk.
Go down.
Good for right now, Mucklet.
The fabricated
Oh.
spear. The fabricated spear needs to be interrupted.
Yeah, only 3 people alive. Get res.
Okay.
Okay, that was fundamentally solid.
Oh yeah, I got poisoned. God damn, times 15. Holy shit.
There's nobody else alive. That's a lot of poison anyway.
Yep.
I thought I could heal him.
Oh, it stacks up so much.
Yeah, it went pretty quick.
All right, you know what? I just made an executive decision. We're going to do like 1 or 2 more polls. And then we're going to call it a day today. Because I know healers leveling Purge is going to be a huge game changer specifically for this fight. And we've been on this fight the whole time, so I might as well. We don't want to bash our head against the wall for too long, right? But I think a couple more reps will be good. And then we're going to get out of here. But make them good reps. Yep, that's okay. Unless we need a fill. We'll see.
Oh, I really want this clear. God.
I'm not gonna be here remember, I'm not gonna be here this Saturday.
Yep, I'm just going to need you to put that in the chat after today. Because, again, there's just so much stuff week to week. I can't really keep track. But anyway, couple more polls. Let's make them good ones.
3, 2, 1, pulling.
All right, looking for ads. Going north. Ooh. Darkfire, wrong north. Here we go. Brian, adjust a bit. Oh, we gotta get them together again. There we go. Separate. Let's try to get a res out here. Chain resing. Tanks, you're gonna have to separate. They are angry. Never mind. This is a wipe.
Yeah, they're both running at me.
Excuse me. Nope.
Really? Really? I even had a ghost, you shithead.
So annoying. It's gonna feel so good when we clear this trial, guys. And then by then, all y'all are gonna be parsing 120 Ks, and then you'll come in here and learn a burn strat and go, "What the fuck was Magic thinking?"
It's so long since I've done this. I'm like, I remember nothing. But
Actually,
it's so much better than the Dodge Olympics from the damn ballistas.
I'll make you guys a deal. If we can get all 8 DPS on a roster with a 115K or higher parse, I don't care how you get it, I will teach you a burn strat so that we don't have to do this. But until then, we do this. Fair? Nobody? Bueller?
A deal. I already have my
People are
115K.
talking. People are typing.
Oh, people are typing. All right. Starting this week, I'll...
I have my 140K, so...
Well, you're a tank. You don't count. Sorry, bro.
At the tank, you have to have 160.
all the DPS that are DPSing this, if you have 115K, every single one of you or better, I'll teach you a burn strat so we don't have to deal with this. And on that note, actually, everybody, it is always a good idea to continue parsing as a regular practicing tool. Even if you're not necessarily trying to get a higher parse than you had before, keep doing it because it is a good habit to have. Use myself as an example, not to toot my own horn, but as an example, I have been stuck at 130K for months. I just changed up a couple things to see if it would work. Parsed again for a few times the other night, hit 143. So even me, somebody who's been playing the game for what, 7 years now, can make improvements like that. You guys who are coming into it fairly new should be able to make bounds by just practicing. Okay.
He is Mr. Off Meta.
I'm like, won't even touch Herald of the Tome, even though it's the best DPS class in the game.
And he's hitting 140K on a necro.
Yeah.
No
So
Herald of the Tome.
so
That
do
is
it.
Sexy.
Go do it. All right. One more pull and then we'll call it a night.
Okay. All right. Pulling.
That was just disrespectful.
Right?
Oh, interrupt. Positrix.
DPS, do your best to stay grouped up so that your heals are centralized in one place. Looking for ads now. Southwest. Darkfire, you're going like to the exact opposite of what we need. There we go. Separate. Then going southeast.
Interrupt. Positrix.
There we go. Break. Both tanks rotate clockwise to east. Sorry, counterclockwise to east. All these words. I'm going to go to the middle to help res. Apparently I don't need to. Nice job, everybody. Tanks get a little closer together for this east one. Little closer still. Brian left. Perfect. Break. Now we're going north. Healers, remember to keep purging. After you go north, go northeast. After the shield is broken. Shift a little toward crown, both of you.
Interrupt.
Oh, okay. Can we res? Nope. Okay. Good stuff. Got some reps with a couple different setups. We will stick with this setup starting next time. I believe I'm out on Friday. Yeah, we should be on next week. Brian, thanks for filling in. I'll let you know if we need you starting next week. Ifwin has been having computer issues, so I don't know how permanent or temporary that's going to be. But yeah, GG's, guys. I actively encourage you all to get into any runs of trials anywhere that you can get into. Darkfire knows this. It's a thing I'll live and die by for gaming in general for this type of thing. Hang on to the raid leads that you like, but experience different ones so that you get different experiences and further refine what you like and don't like. And also, I do not claim to know everything about anything. So you might get a completely different connection, a completely different experience from a different raid lead. Whether it's more positive or negative might be up for question, but get into other runs with other people. Just because you're in Trials 101 here does not mean you're barred from getting into other runs in other places, okay? I actively encourage it.
No, he means that he's going to be very upset if he sees you in a different raid.
Totally. All right, cool. I'm gonna get going and get back to this Adra event that is pretty going pretty well, actually. But I will see you guys later.
Bye. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Is there a run I can fill? Or should I post one? Let's find out. This is a... Whoa. Swashbuckler, Jesus. All right. They're doing some open vets. You know what? Let me post a Loud Rest. Let's try this. See if we can get some bites. If not, then I'll just end stream and do other things, but want to participate in this event as much as possible. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if this gets any bites. Will this get any bites? Excuse me. What can I do while I wait? Ritz.
Friend, I need your help.
Hey, how's it going, man? How long ago was that? Jesus, sorry. 2 minutes. I'm not crazy late. Yeah, how's it hanging? I haven't done my Reds. It's been a busy day. I had runs this morning and then went to a beer event with some friends.
I can do for you?
Thumbs are burning from purging. Yeah, you're not wrong. But getting into burn strats with that group. If everybody takes up that challenge, we'll do it. Yeah, I had a couple runs this morning in this event. Went to this beer event and then back to Trials 101 and the event.
Care to bargain?
Oh boy. Looking to fill this cloud rest. Okay. No interest yet. I get that idea. I thought of something similar. At the end of the day, the idea is to get as many people through it as possible, and I'm willing to carry the burden of being like the guy, especially because it's 101. When we get to like 201 and 301 level, the more advanced ones, then we'll start seeding in more people with more experience so that it's not just one person. But yeah, that is on the radar. Yep, I get where you're coming from. I don't disagree with it. I have thought through that as you know, a component of it, but at the end of the day, I'm good with it.
Anything I can do for you?
I would rather have it be, what am I trying to say? Even in the right group for the right trial, even just one person with enough acumen and skill can carry the whole thing. And we do not want, and by we, I mean like the TGC people overall. I put my curriculum together and ran it by all the TGC folks and got feedback and refined it, The idea is to minimize the amount of sway that even just one experienced player can have on the group getting through something. I would rather have 11 people really grind it out and get it and nail it than have 9 or 10 people kind of grind it out and kind of get it, but be at least partially carried by 1 or 2 experienced people. I thought I just got a survey. I guess not. Hello? Oh. Well, only a couple of bites so far. Maybe I'll fill for something else. Yeah, I get that too. Again, we've considered all of this. Considered all of it. We cleared Sunspire last week without a bunch of people who were on the normal roster. It's just the nature of the beast. Getting the clears is not part of what's going to qualify anyone from moving on. It's getting the experience. As long as everybody gets one clear or the other, the actual trial clears, then I'm good with that. It's more about getting the experience and going through everything that we're talking about as far as rules, good habits, learning things. That's the idea. 201 will include getting the clears as part of the criteria to move on.
Care to bargain?
Ooh, honey.
Greetings. My primary function.
Not looking promising. Oh, excuse me. What else is going on? It's DSR. It's kind of like, see when that happens. This is happening. In another couple minutes before I change it. time will I... Was there a discussion of running normal first? There was not. Because this, for me, that would not do anything productive. All that would do is be more forgiving for letting the group see the mechanics. We've already seen the mechanics. And when we mess up, it's more punishing in vet. So we're keeping it to vet specifically so that we don't have that cushion. And frankly, because we don't need it. Like I said, we've already seen all the mechs. It's about executing on them now. Okay, back to Ritz. Okay. Oh, I just signed up for a DSR that needs to get filled. So let's see if this fills. Oh, excuse me. I shouldn't be yawning.
you wiped out that goblin tribe in Fungal Grotto. Maybe I can go visit the place now.
Oops. All right, I think I'm just gonna kill stream. If I do get these signups, they are way too slowly trickling in to do anything interesting right now, so I'll just kill it and we'll be back at it tomorrow morning with a bunch more of these trials. So I'll see you guys later.